car went inside my neighbor's house on DeForest Road.
On DeForest Road, right across from 1304, somebody drove right into a house.
Or he's in the basement and there is someone else in there.
Frantic neighbors rushed to call 911 after witnessing a car crash into a Howland home, killing a man who was in the basement. That man was actually video chatting with his fiancée when the accident happened. At the time, she thought there was an explosion. Then she heard his cries for help. The victim's fiancée details what she saw to our Caroline Collins.
Good evening, Derek. As you can imagine, Misty Smith was very emotional when she was describing the last moments she had with her fiance. You know, we cover scenarios like this a lot, a vehicle crashing into a building or a home, but very rarely does it end with someone dead inside.
I'm 41 years old. I thought we had so many more years together.
Misty Smith is now mourning the loss of her fiance, 45-year-old Matthew Burke. The Valley native killed when a car came crashing through the walls of this DeForest Road home, crushing him to death as he was video chatting with Smith, who lives in Canada.
I thought there was an explosion because I had seen something come flying. And then I started hearing him say, "Help me, help me." And I couldn't help him.
According to state troopers, 24-year-old David Fish of Warren veered off the road and ran into the house just before 10 Wednesday night. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Smith, who has a 9-year-old son with Burke, says she wants Fish to realize what he's taken from their family.
I want him to know this was a horrific death. He probably heard him crying out for help.
Burke was living in Vince McCabe's basement temporarily. McCabe's wife and 3 young daughters were inside of the home at the time of the crash. They're okay, but McCabe says, "He was my brother. He would tell everyone we were sandbox buddies. He will be missed by my whole family. We all loved him so much." For Smith, it's a long-distance relationship cut short so suddenly as she tries to cope with what she witnessed.
It's like we lived on cam and on the phone, and he died on cam and on the phone.
Now, there's a small but growing memorial here by the side of the house that was hit. Neighbors have been coming up here all day and leaving some things. Now, state troopers believe that drugs and alcohol were a factor in this crash. The investigation is still underway, and as of now, the driver, Fisher, has not been charged. Live in Howland Township with more local news, I'm Caroline Collins.